It's very interesting to discover that renters are actually at higher risk of being burglarized than homeowners, but renters are far less likely to invest in a home security system. Another big risk as a renter is that you might end up with a false sense of security, especially if you're in a big apartment complex, a big building. They might have security features in place and you'll think you won't have to do much else beyond that. But I can say for a fact in the building that I'm currently renting in, they have a lot of security and huge security gaps as well. Anyone can get into the garage, and from the garage you can get access into the building. So they wouldn't be able to get into my apartment, but they could catch me in the halls or in a stairwell. And so these are things that you just need to think about. You also need to understand that there are certain laws and rules that you'll need to follow if you want to implement extra security and you're renting. The first thing to do is to check your lease to see if there are any clauses or any considerations for changing a lock or adding an extra lock or putting up a security camera. The other thing to think about is your landlord or the property manager is still gonna have to be able to have access to your apartment. So whether you're putting in a smart lock that's gonna use a code, or if you're able to put out electronic keys through an app, you're gonna have to make sure that you assign one of those to your landlord or the property manager or the maintenance crew, whatever applies, so that they're gonna be able to get in and do the things that they do. Another thing to look at in your lease or to talk to your landlord about is the installation and the removal of a security system. Are you allowed to have a professional come in and put it up, or are you going to have to do it yourself? And what would be the requirements for you to get it out when your lease is over and you're ready to move? And finally, privacy issues is another consideration that you don't usually think about if you own your own home. I can put a security camera on my property if I want to. But when I'm in an apartment and I have a door, one among many, on a huge long hall, can I put a peephole camera in there? Can I put a camera above my door? Am I allowed to do that? Because those are communal areas, and that's places where other people that maybe have not been informed that there might be a camera are going to be walking. So privacy issues is probably the final thing you need to consider when it comes to laws and rules.